Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for the love and the support. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I post. In today's video, I will be making some chicken and shrimp Alfredo. Have you ever tried this recipe before? If you have, let me know in the comment section. If you have not, then would you try this recipe? This recipe took a lot of energy to prepare and a lot of time. These are the ingredients that I use for this recipe: chicken breast, shrimp, penny, taco blend cheese, mozzarella cheese, parmesan cheese, tasty sliced cheese, cooking cream, seasonings of my choice. I started this recipe off by thawing the chicken and the shrimp. I washed them, cleaned them up, and then drain and season. I started off with some garlic powder, then I moved on to my mixed seasonings. I mixed some paprika, jerk season, orange season, chicken season, all-purpose season together, and it gave me this blend. After doing that, I went in with my Maggi all-purpose seasoning. And I also had some dark all-purpose seasoning mixed with some jerk seasoning, so I added that as well. After adding all those seasonings, it is time to combine. Remember, you can use seasonings of your choice. These are the seasonings that I usually use, so I added them to this recipe, but it is up to you. After combining the seasonings on the chicken, it is time for the shrimp. But before I did that, I washed my hands. After combining both, it is time to set these aside and leave them to marinate. It is now that time where you add your butter to your frying pan. I am also going to add some oil to the frying pan as well, and I'm going to leave this to heat up and put my shrimp in. Shrimp is usually very easy to cook, so just ensure that you watch these. I'm going to now flip them on the other side and look how perfect the color is. Once it is done on the other side, it is now time to remove these, and I'm going to use the same oil to fry my chicken. I didn't add any more oil. I didn't want it to be too greasy because this recipe is very cheesy. It's full of cheese and milk and so on, so you don't want to put too much grease in it. After getting them brown on one side, it is time to turn them and look at that beautiful color. I just love when my chicken or my shrimp have this nice color. I usually add some water just so it can cook down properly. I am usually scared to just leave it that way, but a lot of persons, when they're cooking, they just leave it that way, and I guess it's fine. But for me, I just have to add just a little water to ensure that it is properly cooked. After working on the chicken and the shrimp, it is time to work on the penny. So I have added some water to a pot. In that pot, I added some salt and some oil just so they won't stick together. And I also added 1.5 pack of the penny macaroni. And I'm just going to leave that to boil. Ensure that when you put the macaroni in, you stir it so it won't stick together, because the last thing you want is to get it sticking together. We don't want that. So ensure that you stir it a little, and ensure that you watch it too, because these macaroni, they usually boil over if you're not watching them. So it is now time to put everything together and get our chicken and shrimp Alfredo. So I started off by putting some oil in a different pot. This one is bigger. I added onion, garlic, sweet pepper to some oil, and I'm stirring that. I don't want it to burn. After doing that, I am going to go in with my every cream, and I'm just going to pour that in and stir. After pouring the every cream in, it is time to put in your cheese. So I started off with the sliced cheese. I added about 3 of these, and then I stir it up so it can melt. This one took a while to melt, but it eventually melted. So I continued to stir it until it melted. Then I am going to go in with my cheese. I'm going to use the blend for now. This blend, it tasted more like tacos. If you ever had tacos before, that's what this blend tastes like. It has the seasonings and everything. After putting in that cheese, I added the mozzarella, then the parmesan, and I'm mixing this together. If you look closely, you will realize that this is very thick. It is so thick, and I continue to mix, and I'm going to add a little water just to get it to the right consistency. After adding the water, you just want to continue to stir until it gets to the perfect consistency that you are looking for. When you're doing this process, making the sauce and everything, it is a quick one. So you have to be there to ensure that it's at the right consistency. I added some black pepper just for flavor, and I'm going in with my macaroni. So after adding that in, I am going to give it some stir, and then I will be going in with the stars of the show, the chicken and the shrimp, and I'm going to mix these in to give you that perfect blend. When I tell you that this recipe took a long time to come together, I'm not lying, because it's just a lot of processes. It's just a lot of procedure that you have to go through to ensure that your thing is properly done. But it took a long time, but it is worth the time that it took. So it is a delicious recipe, and I'm sure that if you have tried it before, you will know that it is the bomb.com. If you haven't tried it before, you should try it, because trust me when I tell you that this is the perfect blend. This can be eaten just the way it is. That's how normal people usually eat it. But I'm gonna say I'm not normal, because I don't usually eat it like this. I eat it with a side dish. So I usually have a side of rice or some vegetables or both to eat with this dish. But as I said before, this one can be eaten just the way it is, and it is super delicious. It is a bomb.com. So if you haven't tried it, you need to try it right now. It takes a lot of ingredients, a lot of time and patience, and it also takes a lot of energy, but this dish is a bomb.com and it is worth it. So this is the end of this video. Thank you guys for always tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you. This wraps it up for this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I post. Until next time, bye.